The Steducente 2014 Grade 6 A&A Exam Review Maths Part 1.
Question 1.1. What is the value of the underlined digit in 249.15 with the 5 underlined? Is it A 5, B 0.5, C 50 or D 0.05? It is important to understand place values. If we look at the number that we have, 1,342,365.1427, we can see what the place value is for each number. The 1 is a million, the 3 is 100,000, the 4 is 10,000s, the 2 is thousands. The 3 is hundreds, the 6 is tens, and the 5s is ones. Then you have your decimal point. After that, the 1 is the tenths place, the 4 is the hundredths place, the 2 is the thousandths place, and 7 is the 10,000ths place. So the correct answer for question 1.1 is D, 0.05. Question 1.2. What is the next prime number? 3, 5, 7, then? Is it A9, B11, C8 or D15? A prime number is a whole number which can only be divided by itself and 1. A prime number must have exactly 2 factors. If we look at the diagram, we can see that these are our prime numbers: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89, and 97. If you were looking at numbers from 1 to 100. So the correct answer for question 1.2 is B, 11. Question 1.3. Fill in the missing number in 6 plus 3 plus 5 is equal to what plus 5? Is it A9, B11, C8 or D15? Question 1.3. The missing number is A, 9. 6 plus 3 plus 5 is equal to 14 and 9 plus 5 is equal to 14. The number on the one side of the equal to sign must equal to what's on the other side of the equal to sign. Question 1.4. Which number is not a factor of 96? Is it A32, B16, C48 or D36? A factor is a number or a quantity that when multiplied with another produces a given number or expression. So x times x is equal to 96. Those are your factors. Therefore, 32 times 3 is equal to 96. 32 and 3 are factors. 16 times 6 is equal to 96. 16 and 6 are factors. And 48 times 2 is equal to 96. So those two are factors. 36 cannot be multiplied by any number to equal to 96. So the number that is not a factor is D, 36. Question 1.5. What are the missing numbers in the number sequence? 0.9, next number, 0.7, next number, 0.5. Is it A, 0.4, 0.3? Is it B, 0.03, then 0.1? C, 0.3, then 0.01? Or is it D, 0.3 and then 0.1? Number patterns have a relationship with each other, something in common that works for the whole pattern. In this case, the pattern is decreasing by 0.2. So your missing numbers is D, 0.3 and then 0.1. Question 1.6. In which number sequence is the rule input number plus 1 times 2 equal to the output number used? Is it A, 3, 7, 9, 11, 13? Is it B, 4, 10, 22, 46, 94? Is it C, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18? Or D, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17? Number patterns have a relationship with each other, something in common that works for the whole pattern. In this case, the pattern is given. Input number plus 1 times 2 is equal to the number used. So, 1 plus 1 times 2 is equal to 4. 4 plus 1 times 2 is equal to 10. 10 plus 1 times 2 is equal to 22. 22 plus 1 times 2 is equal to 46. 46 plus 1 times 2 is equal to 94. So the correct answer is going to be B. Question 1.7. How many lines of symmetry can be drawn on the shape below? Is it A1, B3, C5, or D2? Symmetry is the quality of being made up of exactly similar parts facing each other or around an axis, or an imaginary line to divide something into equal parts. In this case, the answer is A, only one line of symmetry. Question 1.8. Which sketch represents the side view of the 3D object? You can see the top view, the side view, and the front view. Is it A, B, C, or D? The correct view is C. Question 1.9. What is the median of the given set of numbers? You're given 3, 5, 4, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8, and 4. Is it A8, B5, C3, or D4? Your step 1 will always be to order the numbers from smallest to greatest. The median is the middle value. In this case, the answer is 5. It's also important to know how to calculate the mean. The mean is the average or the norm. All you do is add up all the numbers and then divide by the total numbers that are there altogether. You also need to know the mode. The mode is the most frequent value, so you check which numbers pitch up the most. In our example, the mode would be 4. But in the example below, you can see that you also can have more than one modes. Your range is going to be the difference between the lowest and the highest value. In our example above, the range will be 9 minus 3, which is equal to 6. Question 1.10. The boiling point of pure water is A, 37 degrees Celsius, B, 0 degrees Celsius, C, 98 degrees Celsius, or D, 100 degrees Celsius. The boiling point is a temperature at which something becomes a gas. Water has a boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius. This means that at 100 degrees Celsius, water changes from a liquid to a gas. So the answer is D, 100 degrees Celsius. Question 2. Complete 7,342,651 is equal to 7 million plus 3 times 100,000 plus, in brackets, what do we include, plus 2,000 plus 651. Numbers have place values and each place represents something. Look at the number 9,359,846. The position of the number tells you that for the 6 there are 6 ones, for the 4 there are 4 tens, 40. For the 8 there are 8 hundreds, 800. For the 9 there are 9 thousands. For the 5 there are 5 10,000s. For the 3 there are 3 100,000s. And for the 9 there are 9 millions. If you add these all together, you will get back to the total. So the missing number is 4 times 10,000 or 40,000. Round off 59,673 to the nearest 10,000. If you are rounding to the nearest 1,000, if the hundreds number is 5 or greater, round up to the nearest 1,000. If the hundreds number is 4 or less, round down to the nearest 1,000. Rounding to the nearest 10,000. If the 1,000 number is 5 or greater, round up to the nearest 10,000. If the 1,000 number is 4 or less, round down to the nearest 10,000. Rounding to the nearest 100,000. If the 10,000 number is 5 or greater, round up to the nearest 100,000. If the 10,000 number is 4 or less, round down to the nearest 100,000. If you round off 59,673 to the nearest 10,000, your answer is 60,000. We round up. Question 4.1. 42,152 plus 28,945 plus 76,361 will give you. In addition, this is the action or process of adding something to something else. In this case, we will add from the ones place. 2 plus 5 plus 1 is equal to 8. 5 plus 4 plus 6 is equal to 15. Put down the 5, carry the 1. 1 plus 9 plus 3 is equal to 13, plus the 1 carried equals to 14. Put down the 4, carry the 1. 2 plus 8 plus 6 is equal to 16, plus the 1 carried is equal to 17. Put down the 7, carry the 1. 4 plus 2 plus 7 is equal to 13, plus the 1 carried is equal to 14. So your answer is 147,458. Question 4.2. 87,546 minus 43,968 will give you. Subtraction is the process or skill of taking one number or amount away from another. So 6 minus 8, you can't do that sum, so you borrow 10. It becomes 16 minus 8, which is 8. So we had 4 minus the 1 that was borrowed, so now we are left with 3. 3 minus 6, you can't, so you borrow again. It becomes 13 minus 6, which will give you 7. We then start off with 5 minus the 1 that was borrowed to give you 4 minus 9. You can't, so you borrow again, and you end up with 14 minus 9, which is equal to 5. We then start off with 7 minus the 1 that was borrowed to give you 6. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. And 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. So your answer is 43,578. Question 4.3. 3,107 multiplied by 35. The basic idea of multiplication is repeated addition. So let's start with the 5. 5 times 7 is 35. Put down the 5, carry the 3. 5 times 0 is 0, plus the 3 carried, you put down the 3. 5 times 1 is 5, and 5 times 3 is 15. Your first number is 15,535. Then you put down a 0 for the tens place. So instead of multiplying 30 by 3,107, you will multiply 3 by 3,107. So 3 times 7 is 21. You put down the 1, carry the 2. 3 times 0 is equal to 0. You put down the 2 that you carried. 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. Your next number is 93,210. You then add the numbers together to get the total. 5 plus 0 is equal to 5. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. And 1 plus 9 is equal to 10. Your total answer is 108,745.
Thank you for watching the Steducenter, turning ordinary learners into extraordinary leaders.